And we are now live on
YouTube.
YouTube.
Hello,
So, hello
everyone.
everyone, or aloha.
And we miss you all.
So, the aloha, I haven't done that in a while. It feels good doing it actually on live, but the shaka, I can't get rid of it. I'm here and I'm crossing the street, and people, I'm like, hey, and yeah, I can't get that out of
Yeah,
my
I think
system.
Shaka is stuck with you.
Yeah, and so is the cheese. For those of you who know, who's been watching our vlogs and been following us in Belize and everything like that. So again, thank you guys for joining on Instagram, guys on you guys on
YouTube and
YouTube.
Facebook.
We are live on Instagram, and guys on Instagram, we are live on YouTube, so you guys can watch us on both platform. Andrew, thank you for joining. Andrew has been on it. Thank you, Andrew, for your support. You've been incredible. You've been on this journey with us all through Belize, and you're looking to book some stuff in Belize, which is pretty awesome. Again, if you need anything concerning that, definitely reach out to us, DM us, and we can give you additional information and give you some hookups. So if you're
And
interested in that,
we have Go to Hawaii
yes,
here.
go to Hawaii
Our
is here.
friends and biggest
Chee!
supporters. Thank you for joining us live. It's good
Yes.
to hang out with you guys. Jessica is here. Hello, Irina and Devon. Joy, hi. I'm watching from Austin,
Awesome,
Texas.
awesome, awesome.
Hawaii Bound is here. Gee.
So we know we would have our Hawaii regulars on here, but especially based on the topic, right? Hawaii versus the Bahamas. And we're going to talk in this video about the differences between the two, what you can expect coming here, and maybe if you're trying to decide, oh, should I go to Bahamas or should I go to Hawaii? And hopefully we can help you out. If you're new to this channel, my name is Devon.
And I'm Irina.
And we are
Just Be Out. We create informative travel videos to help you get the most out of your vacation.
So now that the spew is out the way, we should get started with this conversation. Now, keep in mind as a disclaimer, we're not trying to talk bad or discredit any one of these places. We love them both. We've lived in Hawaii for 3 years. We just left in October
last year,
yes,
2021.
right, and now we're here in the Bahamas.
And we've been to the Bahamas. This is our fourth time here. So as you can see, we love coming back.
Absolutely.
And the first 3 times we came here on different cruise ships. And this is our first time staying here in the Bahamas. And we're here for 2 weeks filming so much content for you.
Oh, yes.
We have experienced Bahamas, Atlantis. And we have filmed so much content for you. The entire series about the Atlantis, walking tours about Atlantis, how to experience the Atlantis without paying the Atlantis price.
And Atlantis is beautiful. It is amazing, but it's also very pricey. So this whole series that we're coming out with, actually starting tomorrow, it's going to be a 5-part series. It's 5 videos, and the first part starts tomorrow. We do a walking tour of the inside of the Atlantis, where the casino is and everything like that. The second video, we're going outside, and outside is massive, giant water parks and all types of different things. We cover half the park in part 2, the other part in part 3, and we also cover another portion, the marina, right, which is really awesome, in part 4. And then eventually we tell you how to actually experience all these things at a very affordable price and not spending so much money. So you're going to want to know that.
And also we put together Atlantis tips for you.
Yes. Okay, so
I see a lot of you already counting down your Hawaii vacations.
Yes.
Some of you have just gotten back. Thank you so much. And Selena is here as well, Travel Ginger. So the way we're going to do this, we're going to go through all the differences first. If you're watching on Instagram, we highly suggest to switch over to YouTube. Then the link is in stories. And if you have any questions, just hashtag Q before your question, so it will be easier for you
for us
to find it and answer it. And if you have an urgent question, or you just want to support our channel and our travels on YouTube Live, there is a button for super chats, and we appreciate all your super chats and donations.
So It's funny because in the comment here on YouTube, Traveling Ginger says going to Hawaii in 25 days. Now, this one wasn't on our talking points, but it should be, and I'll tell you why. On Facebook and on social media, anyone and everyone who is booking a trip to Hawaii, they will post it, as I've seen, as far as a year and a half out. And they put a countdown timer on it. Going to Hawaii in 2025. Oh my God, can't wait. This Hawaii is the only place that I know that I've
That
seen
has so much hype.
that gets so much hype. So no matter how far out you book your trip to Hawaii, it gets posted. Oh my gosh, I'm going to Hawaii in a year and a half. And I'm like, wow, like there's no other place that I know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's no other place I know or that I have seen people get so excited to visit.
Yeah.
And I can't say that about the Bahamas. I don't think I've seen a post on social media where people are like, I'm going to Bahamas in the next year and a half. It just doesn't, I don't see it. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. And to that point, everything that we talk about here, it's based on our experience. Obviously, if there's certain things we get wrong, please let us know in the comments. Drop the comments below. Even after these videos have been posted, let us know, because again, we don't know it all. Things might have changed from the time we're talking about this. So if you're here, my Bahamian people, if you are here and you're watching, correct us if we say anything wrong, or if you can add to the conversation constructively, that would be a great help to everyone on the channel.
And also, we are comparing Hawaii and the Bahamas. And if you have your personal comparisons, comparing points, also leave them in the comments.
Yes. Now, Speed 2 just commented 3 years out from my Hawaiian trip. I post a countdown. See what I'm saying?
We're so happy for
That's
you.
so awesome. Okay, so let's get into it. So the first one. How well do they treat you? Meaning, how well do you get treated when you go to Hawaii? How well do you get treated as a tourist when you come to the Bahamas? Irina, you want to start? Which way you want to go?
Well, I want to start from the perspective of the locals. You see everywhere in the Hawaiian groups, Hawaiian locals are not that happy for tourists to come, even though yes, a lot of money comes from tourism in Hawaii. The locals are not really that happy for you to come, and you can see a lot of comments and posts, don't come to Hawaii, coming from locals.
Mhm.
The Bahamian locals are so happy for you to come and cannot wait for you to come back. As we just walk around, the locals approach us randomly and ask, when was the last time we've been to the Bahamas?
Thank you for coming back.
Thank you for coming, and please come back again. So I find it interesting that the locals here in the Bahamas actually
What they're welcoming to tourists.
yeah.
But let me play devil advocate here. So, as Irina said, a lot of it is on social media where they're like, "Oh, I'm coming to Hawaii," they're like, "Don't come." So they always ask that question. Well, tourists always ask that question before coming to Hawaii. Should I go? Like, I know that there's hate for tourists going there. So let me just break that down for you 1 second. It's not that clean cut. To my understanding, living in Hawaii for 3 years, it's not that they don't want tourists there. It's the way tourists act when they get there. So we were talking about this earlier. As tourists, we go to places for the first time. We go for a week, we go for 2 weeks. If we do any type of research, we research, oh, what are the best things to do? What are the best beaches? Where should I go? What are their activities? But we never really search, what is the culture like? How is it? How are the people who live there? We are more concerned about ourselves and our experience when we go to someplace, because when we're going to someplace to spend money, we want to experience it all. We want it all. And we don't think about the culture that lives there and the people who actually live there. So that, I think, is the major message. Like Hawaiians and Polynesians, when they expect, when you come there as a tourist, at least take the time to understand the culture, because they have expectations of you when you get there, meaning things like, don't just throw garbage anywhere. If you're on the beach, don't leave your garbage behind. When you're hiking, don't leave your garbage. Don't honk your horns. There are a lot of don'ts that you should be aware of when going to Hawaii. And if you don't like it, then you just don't go. Or you know what I mean? It's that type of thing. We actually created a video, 20 don'ts or 20 things not to do when visiting Hawaii. The link is actually at the bottom of this video. If you're on YouTube, guys, and Instagram, yes, it's on the link is on the bottom of that. So make sure you check it out. And that's after a while of us living in Hawaii. We published that video because we started understanding the culture and what's expected of tourists. Now, a lot of places you go, they don't expect anything from you. If you come and you litter because that's wherever you come from, that's acceptable. No one's gonna even bat an eye at you. No big deal. In Hawaii, it's totally different. You will get the side eye if you do certain things, and then it makes you feel funny, like, why are they looking at me that way, or why are they acting like that towards me? It's because you didn't do your research to know that, yeah, they really don't like when you do those things as a tourist. Then it becomes, oh, they don't like tourists. No, it's not that they don't like tourists. It's that they don't like the way tourists act when they get there. So I just really wanted to clarify that. But yes, when you do come to the Bahamas, you're treated like gold, because Bahamas is based on tourism. Like tourism is everything to them. Like Irina said, when you get in a cab from the airport, hey, where you guys coming from? Is this your first time? Oh, you coming back? Thank you so much for coming back. Thank you for your business. They literally say that. Thank you for your business. So they address you almost like kind of like you're like a dollar sign to them when they see you, because they're like, okay, you're gonna spend money here and we're gonna get it back one way or the other. So that's definitely a thing, and the way they treat us. So you really feel good when you're here, because they know you're going to spend money, and they talk to you, and they're very friendly, they're very kind, they're very open. They'll tell you all about their, all the different activities and stuff that that you're able to do when you're here, whether you come off a cruise ship or you fly in.
But also in Hawaii, you get this aloha spirit, right? So when you're greeted and everybody say aloha, or like we say aloha, it's very warm, it's very welcoming. So a lot of times Hawaii feels even more welcome. And again, it's the 50th state, so everyone speaks English pretty much proper and well, while here they have a little slang. So they might not they might not address you super proper, and the service might be here a little bit more casual, but they're still very friendly people and very welcoming.
And again, guys, if you have any questions about these things or anything you want to know about here or Hawaii, if you haven't been, definitely drop the questions. Make sure you do #Q so we can read it faster. The next one we're going to move into is, how does the activity cost compare? So the activities that you might want to do when you're in Hawaii, and the activities that you want to do when you're here.
In the Bahamas, prepare to pay 3 times more. Literally, I was actually shocked on how much the activities cost here. Most of the activities are water based, because there are food tours, just a tour around the island, but most of the activities are boating, snorkeling, and maybe island hopping. And the way they cost is just, my jaw dropped when I saw the cost. So the most popular thing here in the Bahamas is the swimming with the pigs.
Yeah, swimming with pigs.
And the tour costs up to $500 US per person to go swim with pigs. It's crazy. I've never seen any excursions or one-day excursion that would cost that much money. And if you go on boat activities in Hawaii, it's no more than 150.
Yeah, it's reasonably priced. Even also in Belize. So in Belize, so Belize has the second biggest barrier reef, and their wildlife, as far as in the fishes and stuff, they have it all. So Australia is first, Belize is second, Bahamas is actually third. They have the third biggest barrier reef. And the tours in Belize, they're still not expensive. And it's not only a tour where you go out and just do one stop. It's an all-day tour, and you go feed, swimming with sharks. You go to shipwreck. You go to, I don't know, out to the actual reef, where you can see the coral. So there's multiple stops, about 5 stops, which is about the same thing, but it doesn't even cost half as much.
Right.
So we did find that very, very unusual that the activities here are really that expensive.
And for us to spend over $1,000 for 2 people just to go snorkeling for one day,
Yeah, that's hard to
and
swallow.
take pictures with pigs, for us, honestly, it's not worth it
Hmm.
at the moment.
Yes.
So we travel full time, and we'd rather
And that was
allocate
actually,
this budget somewhere
yes,
else.
that was actually one of the things we really wanted to do when we got here in the Bahamas, is to go swimming with pigs. And after we did a little bit more research and found out, we tried to, reach out to certain locals that were here and see if maybe we can get, because you have to go out there by boat, it takes about 40 minutes. We realized that it's almost a clear cut price, and it was just really hard. So even if you're coming off a cruise ship, it's really expensive for you to do these types of excursions.
Right. Sometimes cruise ships charge you more to organize these activities,
Hmm.
and when you get on the shore, it's cheaper. But even while staying here, we could not find any type of good deals.
Hmm.
The cheapest price I found for swimming with pigs here in Nassau, it's $100 when you go to the beach and literally just take pictures with pigs. And they are not cute little
They're
piglets, they are
hogs.
hogs and ginormous farm pigs. So I mean, it's cute when they're in the water right next to the shore, but
It doesn't justify the
yeah,
cost.
I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the other one. The next one we have is, how does the food cost compare? Because obviously when you're here, you have to eat, and that's a big one.
Yeah, here I think food costs for everything from supermarkets to street food to resort food is way more expensive than Hawaii. We've hear you guys saying Hawaii is expensive so many times. Guys, come to the
Come to
Bahamas
Bahamas, you're gonna
and
find
then
that
compare
expensive.
it to
Yeah.
Hawaii.
And also what we didn't mention previous is that, let's talk about the money conversion. So even though we're here in the Bahamas, I literally didn't even think about it. But when I got here and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be here for a while. What's the money conversion when I was gonna go to the store? And then it was like, oh, it's just 1 to 1. It's one Bahamian dollar to one US dollar. I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, I totally did not expect that. Let me know if you guys knew that the Bahamian dollar was 1 to 1. 1 US dollar equals one Bahamian dollar. In Belize, it's 2 to 1, which is, not bad. But other places in the Caribbean, it's sometimes more than that. So
yeah, Mexico is 1 to 19.
yeah, so to find out that here it's 1 to 1, I was like, whoa. And they do take obviously American dollars, and sometimes when you pay in American dollars, they give you back Bahamian dollars. But again, it's all the same. $5 is $5. So whether in US or Bahamian money. But yes, as far as
$500 for the tourist is $500 for the
yeah,
tour.
there is no conversion that you have to do. But yes, even say their street food, right? When their little huts and stuff that you go to, little shacks, they're pretty pricey. The portions are massive though. They are massive. Like Irina and I always purchase just kind of like a combo. So we get 2 protein, like we'll get ribs and chicken or fish and conch or something like that. And it always comes with a massive pile. In Hawaii, they give you kind of 2 scoops of rice. Well, this is like 4 of those that you would get in Hawaii. Plus you get 2 sides. So you can get plantain, you can get coleslaw, mac and cheese, or potato salad.
You can choose.
And that comes along with it as well. So every single time we go out, we just split our meal, and trust me, I am stuffed when I'm done. So
and the resort food. So we stayed in the Atlantis. The resort food and restaurants, you get salmon or mahi mahi, $46, and it's plus 10% tax and 15% tip. So for a plate of salmon, you pay way over $50. Pasta, chicken parmesan, $50 plus tax and tip. So I think it's for a bowl of pasta, it's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And again, it's not like I don't mind paying high price for a plate if it's a celebrity chef or gourmet restaurant, but when it's just regular casual dining with super slow service.
Yes, the service. Woo! Guys, we went to this place to have what was it, dinner? Yeah, it was in the evening,
Yeah.
right? And it was just really a casual place. And it took almost, I would say, about an hour and 15 minutes for us to get served. And the place wasn't even slammed. It was just average, tables here and there.
Yeah.
We went again couple days later, and it took probably about 40 minutes. But regardless, at the end of the day, when you go to eat here in the Bahamas, don't come starving, because you will be the most agitated person. Either you will just get up and walk away, which probably that won't help, because even if you go to the next place, you're still going to have to reset the clock and start another 40 minutes of waiting. So might as well you just be patient and just kind of hold off and wait for your food.
Yeah, we've again, we're used to the island life and slow service, but
Takes
so
it
far,
to another level.
again, Belize service was pretty slow, but this Bahamian service is the slowest we have ever experienced. We actually like going out and dining, but to me, because the service is that slow, it's not really a pleasant experience like this.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of going through. Do we have any comments on Instagram? Any type of? So we're just gonna answer a few questions if there is any. Let's see here. I see comments, but I don't see any
Irina,
questions.
Hawaii versus Miami, which is better?
We might have to do that.
Again, it's there are a lot of different parameters to compare with, but the last time we were in Miami, I was actually really surprised on how prices went up in Miami.
Mm-hmm. So Hawaii Bound commented. We remember we were talking about swimming with pigs and how cute it is, and we always see Instagram photos and stuff like that. But he says some may not like to get in the water with the pigs. I've heard they have droppings near the shore, so sanitary conditions would be a concern, and that's absolutely right.
Yes, this was another point why I'm not that excited to get in the water with them, because I have done a pretty good research on swimming with the pigs, and a lot of them bite you even from behind. They just come from behind and bite your ass. So you have to constantly look over your shoulder, and yes, as you swim, their feces swimming with you, and I would not want that.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a thing.
And also back to the topic with the pigs, in the Bahamas, so how it all started, there was one island where somehow a couple of pigs were brought there, and then they started breeding, and to survive they started to learn how to swim, so it became a really popular attraction. But now they actually bring farm pigs to different, not only that one island where it all originated, but now you can find these pigs everywhere. Even on NASA, a half an hour away from NASA, there is an island called Rose Island that's popular for swimming with the pigs. And so yeah, it's basically they just breeding all these pigs just to make a tourist attraction.
To make money, because even here in Nassau, the place where you can go swim with pigs, which is not far away, they still charge what is it, $100, $150
for just the beach experience, $100 just for you to go on that beach and take some photos with the pigs.
Yeah, so everything is kind of like a money thing here. Okay, let's go to the next one. How clear is the water? Yes, so for those of you who love swimming and snorkeling and stuff like that, any type of like water sports,
the Bahamas has incredibly clear water. It's not even comparing to Hawaii.
Yes,
Hawaii, the water has
beautiful colors.
Yeah,
Hawaii definitely has beautiful colored water, but it's definitely, you can't compare the water in Hawaii to the waters in Bahamas. Bahamas, the water is crystal clear. I mean, you're out there like, I don't even know how far out, and you can still see right straight down to the bottom, and it's like wow. In Hawaii, the water is more, would you
It's a
say,
little
like a
murky,
little
yeah.
murky, a little milky in color.
Sometimes,
So
yeah.
even though it might be this turquoise color, it's a like kind of a like a more creamy or milky turquoise color. It's not as clear as the water in the Bahamas. And there's a funny thing I was reading up, from space you can actually see um the Bahamas, and you can see because the waters are so shallow, but yet it's still kind of, it's deep and it's
Turquoise.
shallow and it's turquoise, and you could see it from space, which is like that's pretty awesome. That
Yeah.
says a
We
lot.
see all your comments, guys. We're just gonna address all the comments in just a little bit after we
Yes.
done our comparison.
Yes. And the next one, actually, drinking water.
Is it getting really dark?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the drinking water in Hawaii, you can drink water right from the faucet. Here in the Bahamas, you can only wash your hands, wash vegetables, brush your teeth with regular tap water, but you cannot cook with it and you cannot drink it.
We did not know this. I was under the impression that you can drink the water here. I never even gave it a second thought that you wouldn't be able to drink the water, or even as far as brushing your teeth with it. So bottled water here in our Airbnb, our hosts have two 5-gallon bottles of water for us to use, and they were the one who kind of gave us that information and say, yeah, like don't even brush your teeth with it, just kind of use the bottled water.
No, it's okay to brush your teeth.
It is okay to brush your teeth. Okay. So yeah, make sure when you come here, don't drink the water. Don't do it. Let's move on to the next one. Which island has the most activities?
Well, islands, right? Because Hawaii has over 137 islands. The Bahamas have over 700 islands.
That's crazy. Yes.
Yeah,
That
but
many islands.
as far as activities and diversity of activities, Hawaii is way more diverse and offers different types of activities.
Mhm.
The Bahamas is more water-oriented
yes.
activities, and the Hawaii is way more range and varieties.
Yes, and cheaper. We'll always go back to that one for you guys. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Which island has the best beaches? The battle of the beaches.
Well, Hawaii has so many different color beaches besides the white, red, black, and green sand beaches. Here in the Bahamas is white, and they also have pink sand beaches.
Mm-hmm. But also, Bahamas have beautiful tiny shells on their beaches, all different types of varieties. Hawaii does not. So take it with a grain of sand. You like beaches with beautiful shells that you can walk and collect, or do you? I mean, again, it's Hawaii does have a wide variety of different beaches, like even obviously black sand beaches and stuff. So it's very unique. And if you've never seen black sand beach or red or
It's
green, it's like, yeah, it's a must. And when you get excited, when you never really see that, it's not something that's common. Here in Bahamas, the beaches are beautiful. They're stunning, soft, powdery, white sand.
And in combination with that perfectly clear turquoise water,
yes,
it's really
stunning.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It really is. But I give the edge to Hawaii just because Hawaii has the diversity as far as the different types of beaches.
I actually give my vote to the Bahamas beaches because I like really powdery fine sand, and in Hawaii you actually have to know which beach has more powdery or which beach has more coarse sand. And I like that those Bahamas waters.
Yeah, that's true. And we did do 22 different beaches on Oahu. We went all around Oahu. We went to every single one of those beaches, and we broke each beach down in categories as far as, are there lifeguards? What is the sand type? Are there restrooms? Where are the places to eat around it? Is it good for swimming? Is it good for surfing? Is it good for kids? And you can find that again on our YouTube channel, where we go around Oahu. Over 22 beaches we covered for you guys. So you guys can check that out. The next one, travel documents needed to travel and how they differ.
Well, if you have the U.S. passport, you do not need it even to go to the U.S. I mean, well, nobody needs if you are already in the US, you do not need to have any passport to go to Hawaii, only maybe a driver license or any type of ID to travel within the country.
Which is a plus because most of the travelers do come from the US that go to Hawaii. So,
and most of the people in the US do not have passports.
that is true also. If you actually Google that, there are more people without a passport in the US than there are people with a passport. But to come to the Bahamas, you do need a passport.
And you do need a travel visa now.
Is it no, it's not a
It's
travel. It's a
called-
health.
health
Yes.
visa. So a
Mhm.
health visa, which you can apply online, and you have to pay $40.
$40 for the health visa, and you have to have that before coming here. So that's something to note. Let me just bring up the brightness here. It's getting dark. Okay. The next one we have here is the driving experience comparison.
It's big difference.
Yes.
It's actually kind of a shock for me when I came to the Bahamas. First of all, the steering wheel is on the right hand side, so you need to drive on the left hand side of the road. People drive pretty aggressively here. And even when you try to cross the road, nobody stops for you.
Like you're standing there because there's no, like a lot of these crosswalks, they don't have a definitive line for people to cross. You know, normally at a crosswalk, there are double lines, a lane for you to walk, or there are traffic lights or stop signs. You don't really have that much here. So you just kind of just stand in the corner and wait for the traffic to break for you to cross. But if they see you standing there, obviously they know you want to cross, but they don't really care. They just kind of just keep it moving. So crossing the street here can be a little bit detrimental to your health if you, yeah, it's a little unnervy. And also they honk their horns a lot here. And of course, if you know Hawaii, you know that's not a thing. And it's actually it's not a thing. It's not really acceptable. Like you'll get looked at like you hear a car horn and you're like, whoa, who just did that?
Hang loose, bro.
And you're like, yeah, that person definitely don't know what's going on here because that's not really a thing. Here, they honk their horns for everything. It's like, let's get going. And we, Irene and I just made a joke. We were out filming today, and people were just kind of honking their horns, and we're thinking, wow, like they honk their horns because, you know, they might be in a rush to get to where they need to go. But yet when it comes to eating, it takes a long time to get the food. Like, how does that even work?
Okay with them.
And it's okay. Yeah. So that's kind of funny. And those are the ones that we have for you guys. If you guys have any other questions, definitely let us know. Leave it in the description again down below in the comments once this video goes live on YouTube. Let's take some questions and see. If you guys have any questions, that would be a perfect time to ask. And also on Instagram. Did you get any?
Yeah, let's go over questions on YouTube first.
Okay.
And if you're enjoying our live stream so far, don't forget to click like. It really helps our channel
Yes,
grow.
absolutely. Edwin says, aloha from the island of Long. Been to both places. Hawaii is truly paradise. Rainbow, rainbow, rainbow emoji. You connect with the land and the people. That is true. That is a part of visiting Hawaii. It's not just going on a vacation where you just go there, you get what you want, and you leave. Like, you really should connect with the people and understand the culture, and it makes it such a better experience when you do that. It's not just take, you know, it's also giving as well. And he used 3 rainbow emojis, and that's another thing we wanted to talk about, is that in Hawaii, you're going to see rainbows. It's like, if you go to Hawaii and you don't see a rainbow, that's really weird. And I feel sorry for you, and I apologize for that. But I'm sure if you looked on license plates of cars, then you really saw a rainbow. So you're gonna see a rainbow one way or the other. It's the rainbow state. Here, not so much. Even though it rains here at times, you would think, you know, you would see rainbow and stuff because you're in the, you know, Bahamas. You have like partly sunny, and then it rains a little bit, and that's normally what causes a rainbow. And we didn't really see that. But definitely in Hawaii, if you love rainbows and you're a rainbow fanatic, yeah, you're gonna see rainbows.
Go to Hawaii. Say, I love your merch shirts. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We have a shop. If you haven't seen our shop, it's on our website, justbeout.net. And we have a a lot of different merchandise for Hawaii.
All right, says, where do people in Hawaii go for vacation? They go to Vegas. Yeah, they go, they get their gamble on, they get their party on. And the moment when during COVID, right, the moment things kind of eased up and we were able to travel just a little bit, right away, people in Hawaii, they just got on a flight and they just booked it to, California, San Francisco, and Vegas. Those are like the places to go.
Well, also island hopping in Hawaii is
Well, they have
really
family,
easy.
yes, in other islands, Big Island, Maui, and stuff like that. So they would go there as
Have you two gone to the Big Island and what it's like? Yes, we've gone many times to the Big Island, and we have series
videos.
for Big Island. If you haven't seen them, you can actually either find them on our website, justbeout.net. We have a section for Hawaii and Big Island specifically, or also on our YouTube channel, we have a playlist for the Big Island, and we love it. It's really special.
James just popped in. He said, a quick aloha running errands. Thank you so much for joining,
Thank
James.
you, James.
Thank you so much.
And also, I want to thank our members, our supporters.
Yes, thank you guys so much. We greatly appreciate you. Joy says, we're going to Hawaii. Let me get this out the way. We're going to Hawaii in mid-September this year. How is the weather out there at that time?
Perfect. I love September in Hawaii. It's not as hot, but it's still really warm, and the ocean is perfect temperature.
Yes, really nice. Question, let's see here. How long does it take to get a health visa?
You can start getting your health visa as early as you get your test. They allow you 72-hour test, but we got approved within hours. You cannot pay for the health visa without submitting all your vaccination records and the test results. So we submitted literally the last minute, and we got approved.
And it's a very fast process. And as Irina said, you make sure you have everything. You have your COVID, your negative COVID test. You have all your documents, and you upload everything because they're going to ask you for everything.
Go to Hawaii saying, hi, how do you guys stay looking so young? Thank you. Well, I wish I can say it's jeans and rice.
Yeah, jeans and rice. Okay,
what about travel insurance? This health visa actually gives you COVID travel insurance. But right now, we do not have travel insurance. So the only travel insurance is through the credit cards.
My family vacation, guys. Thank you for joining. Actually, they were asking. They actually mentioned a whole bunch of different things. The differences between the two. I think she said she has a vacation home, or they have vacation home out here as well in the Bahamas. And he says Hawaii, we swim with sharks on the North Shore. That's correct.
Awesome.
And Bahamas, you swim through a pool of sharks. Yes, when you're at the Atlantis, you are swimming, going through a water slide. The Atlantis has an amazing water park, and it has sharks around it, and you're kind of just going through tubes with sharks around you. Of course, you're enclosed and stuff like that. So it is really, really, really awesome.
I'm going to scroll through Instagram and see what the other questions we have. My daughter works at the Beachcomber at the cafe. Awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
Are you guys still in the Bahamas? Yes.
Yes, we are coming to you live right now.
3 weeks. So 2 weeks. I'm sorry. So yeah, we are coming live from the Bahamas. And actually, if you want to stay up to date with our travels and see what we're doing literally in the moment, be sure to join our Instagram stories.
Oh yes, for sure.
Whenever we are not posting anything, that means we're just home working on the computer, so it's not much to show you guys. But whenever we are out and about filming or experiencing anything, we post as much as a toilet paper roll of stories.
Yeah, a lot of stories.
So yes, we are in the Bahamas.
Two Speed says last 2 times I was in Nassau, I did a bar hopping tour. That's awesome. Actually, Speed, we're also creating a guide for people specifically for people who are coming off cruise ships, and you're coming right off the port, and there are things to do, but there are times, because we know things are so expensive, as far as tours go, and different activities, you might just want to say, you know what, I don't want to spend that money, or I don't have that budget. I just want to kind of walk around and kind of experience things. So we're putting together for you guys a guide of all the things you could do, like literally on the budget, walking distance. Some of it is walking distance. Some you might want to just maybe hop in a cab, which is only going to cost you maybe $5-10. It's not far at all, but you can still get to hit the major parts of Nassau and have a really good time before getting back on your cruise ship and leaving. And that video is going to be coming out really soon. Today we were out filming a portion of it as well, and later on during the week we're going to conclude that.
Marie is asking prices for Hawaii food, hotels, and tours. I'm assuming Hawaii versus the Bahamas. We spoke about it before, and we found the Bahamas prices are way higher than Hawaii.
Hey, Max, nice to see you. Thank you for joining. It's been a while, buddy. Reach out to me. Let me know how everything is doing. Hope all is well.
We were just in Hawaii and couldn't help but look for you at every turn. Even though we knew you were not there. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's one thing
really
that we actually missed. Like when we were in Hawaii, we met so many of you guys. Every single time we were walking the streets, at some point during a walk, a typical walk that we do, we would run into
even
to you guys.
On the North Shore, anywhere we go
around the island,
we would run into you guys, and that's one of the things
we miss.
And
when we left, when we left Hawaii, Irina's like, I wonder if we'll ever meet anyone who would recognize us once we leave Hawaii and we start traveling. So obviously, you guys know, if you've been following us, after we left Hawaii, we went to Belize. We're in Belize for a couple months, and then we did Mexico and different things. We went on 3 back-to-back cruises. Not sure if you guys know that, but yes, we did 3 back-to-back cruises. We went on a cruise for a week. All of them were from Miami. When the cruise docked back in Miami, we jumped in an Uber. We went to a testing facility, got tested, jumped back in an Uber, came back to the port, checked into our next cruise, went out for a week, came back and did the same exact thing again to get on a different cruise. All 3 cruises were different. All 3 cruises were different cruise lines, correct? 3 different cruise lines. And we are also coming out with those videos to let you guys know what our experience was like, because it was very unexpected. A lot of the things that happened on the cruise we did not expect. So, we're going to keep it real with you guys. Some of the things did not gel with us at all. But I'm sure if you guys follow us on Instagram, you would know, because Irina was pumping out stories on the type of food we were eating. And some of it was like dog food, to say the least. And so that's why we always tell you guys, definitely follow our Instagram, because we kind of spit it right there and then. And in the vlogs, it takes a little bit, longer.
Andy is asking, are car rentals used in the Bahamas as much as Hawaii? I think there are a lot of car rentals here in the Bahamas, but they are not used as much, because the Bahamas have, here particularly in Nassau, they have wonderful resorts that you don't even want to step outside of the resort. It has everything.
And it's massive.
If you're staying here in downtown, you do not need a car. Everything is walking distance. And the Bahamas have public transportation, public buses, but they stop running at 6:30 p.m. So even if you're staying in downtown and you want to go to another beach, you can take a bus there. And also because the Bahamas is like, the driving is so weird, so it's not that many people, I think, use car rentals. Scooters are pretty popular, and ATVs.
But you don't really see a lot of people on scooters. You see more people here, more tourists on ATVs. So the car rentals, less people do it, obviously, because like I said, you're driving on the other side of the road. Some people don't even attempt that. You're looking at one of them. I don't want to get in a steering wheel where I'm on the right side and it's too quirky for me. I don't want to do that. So, and again, it's you could jump on a bus here and get to like the beaches you need to go to. So it's not that serious. But in Hawaii, you have Hui, you have your car share services, you have your big box car rental store. So it's definitely Hawaii. When it comes
Other
to
islands in the Bahamas use golf carts, and even Nassau is pretty small island. It's only 21 miles long and 7 miles wide.
Hmm.
While in Hawaii, the islands are way bigger.
Yeah.
Especially the big island is really big. You just have to have
You
a
need a
car
car if you
rental.
want to get around. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we've done Hawaii where we actually took a bus to the North Shore just to do it for you guys for a vlog to see what the experience is like. And it's fine, you can do it, but just know that it's going to kill and eat out a lot of your time getting there. And then when you're finished with the beach, you're exhausted. You might not want to just wait for a bus, God knows who long, because again, it's just one ring around the island and the buses are kind of unreliable and they're freezing. But we actually did a vlog on that. So check out our playlist on our YouTube channel and we show you how we go to the North Shore on a bus. Andrew says, favorite cruise line so far?
Well, I would
We
go
have two.
with two, NCL and Royal Caribbean.
Yes.
Again, we haven't experienced all the cruise lines that are out there, but so far, just two.
Yeah. Carnival, the prices are really cheap, and a lot of people travel on Carnival because the price is that cheap. It's unbelievably cheap, guys. Like literally dirt cheap to get on a cruise. And we did
The
that.
cruise is cheaper than flying
Yes,
too.
absolutely, absolutely. And obviously it's known as a fun ship and stuff like that. But definitely the food and the different experiences are better for us, at least on the other ships. We're looking to try Virgin. We've heard a lot of mixed emotions about Virgin. They have a ship that's all adults, and they have some really cool activities, something really different. They're bringing different activities to the cruise line. So that's definitely interesting. So we want to check that out. Vegas.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for your
thank you.
donation. 777.
Yes,
Lucky
lucky
us.
7. Cha-ching.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate your support.
Devon's in the house. Chee. Late but
Hi.
still
Yeah,
here.
haven't seen
Good
you
to
in
see
a
you.
while.
Awesome.
Have you used Canada Air Canada flights? I think we have when we were flying to Canada,
Yeah,
right?
we've used it.
But I honestly, it didn't stand out in my mind
Right.
for anything special about the Air
Mhm.
Canada, so I can't even recall if we have flied it.
Yeah, Marie says, looking forward to your video about the budget things to do.
Thank you, Marie.
She also says, what's next? What are we doing next?
Ooh, next, well, we are flying to New York probably May 3rd. We have not booked the flights yet. Maybe we decide to extend it, maybe not. We'll see probably within the next couple of days. So we will go to New York just for a few days, maybe for a week or so. And now Europe is starting to warm up. So we will be in Europe, but because you, with the American passport, you can only stay in Europe for 3 months within 6 months period. So we're going to have to figure out where exactly, what countries we want to go first, because we like to slow travel and experience each country and stay a little bit longer. So ideally we would like to spend a month in each country, but now we have to choose and divide our time, and then in between maybe go to Turkey, England, Croatia. So this way we'll have a little bit more time, and then after that, when it starts getting colder in Europe, we will go to Southeast Asia. So Bali, Vietnam, something like that. So we do not make solid plans for anything yet, because
we did that pre-COVID. We had solid plans booked to what is like a 14-day transatlantic cruise to Spain, and we were gonna start Europe then, and obviously COVID hit, and COVID was like, nope, no one's doing anything. So we've learned our lesson with that, and now we just kind of book things at the very last minute.
Wayne and Joy, I hear from Vegas. Great to see you both. We are going back to Hawaii next month for the second time since following you guys. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much. We're really happy that our videos help you
Andrew says
plan.
hello from Alaska. Good to see you both.
Oh,
Yeah, we
awesome!
can't wait to go
Wow,
to Alaska.
Andrew.
Yeah, we're
Yes,
coming to Alaska
Alaska is definitely on
on
our
our list.
list.
Yes.
Can you go by yourself to go see the pigs at the beach? Unfortunately, not. Even though they say all the beaches are public, but here on Nassau, there is only one beach where they have the pigs. But again, they bring them from the farm nearby. So it's literally when you have the tour, then they bring the pigs out to you, and other beaches are located on other islands. So if you have a boat where you can just go to another island and see them, then probably yes.
Hmm.
Otherwise, you have to pay for the excursion.
Right. I think the best way to experience Bahamas is if you, I mean, the Bahamas is not far away from Florida at all. If you know someone with a really nice boat, or a boat that can, you guys can just get on and just go for, 4 days, 5 days, and just be on the boat the entire time and just do island hopping in the Bahamas, that is the best way and the most efficient way to see everything and experience a lot of the islands, at least the main ones that you definitely would want to visit. Because if you fly here and then you fly to Exuma just to swim with pigs, and then you fly to I think it's, what is it, Grand Bahamas,
Bimini, Grand
Bimini,
Bahamas.
Grand Bahamas, then you're flying, and they have airports, but you're flying and it's expensive. But if you're
Yeah,
on a
the
boat,
one-way
it's really
flight
quick.
from Nassau to, let's say, Exuma starts at $115 one way, and it's difficult to arrange flights in between the island. Then you have
Hmm.
to fly back to Nassau and then fly back to, I don't know, Bimini or any other island. So, and the ferries, the ferries cost $100 each way, and they take a while. So it's pretty much
Yeah,
the same amount as flying, but it takes
it
way
takes
longer.
more.
So
Kelly Cooper. She says we're going back to Oahu again next month. Also, we booked the shark dive through your link. We can't wait. That's
yeah,
awesome.
really excited here.
That's so
I'm
cool.
reading some comments here on Instagram.
Let us know how it is.
Oahu in July 2022.
Yeah, everyone's pumping out those dates for going to
Yeah.
Hawaii. Love it. Love it. And that's exactly what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah,
Everyone is
Nim
so
Boyce
excited.
said, just returned from Hawaii. Your YouTube videos were so helpful. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you
you so
so
much. Yes.
much. That's awesome. Hello from California. Love your page. Belize My Travels. Thank you so
Awesome.
much. And we love Belize.
Yes, we just finished our Chanchich series, and we finished up our Belize vlogs, which was a lot. We did so much in Belize, and it was a really, really great experience. And like I said, now we're moving on tomorrow. If you guys are just joining us, tomorrow we are launching the
Oh,
first
yeah, I'm so excited.
of a 5-part video series about Bahamas. So specifically about the Atlantis, because that is one of the major things to do here. It's probably at the top of the list as number one thing to do here. Their water park is amazing. If you have kids, it is amazing. And as an adult, just the same. It will show you all the different things you can do there. But it's a 5-part series because the Atlantis is just so massive, and there was no way we could have filled it in one video. It wouldn't make any sense. So to make it a little bit more digestible for you guys, we broke it up into different parts.
Yeah, but
It's super cool.
we have filmed so much for the Bahamas here, not only for Atlantis. There are 6 videos for Atlantis that we created, and there are also we're doing the budget things to do in one day of a cruise here in Nassau, do's and don'ts for the Bahamas, and we're really excited. So the very first Bahamas series will be published tomorrow, and the link. Is there a link already
for the first video? No, not for tomorrow.
Okay, so yeah, check in the morning tomorrow, because will be publishing in the morning.
And speaking about links, below this video, if you're on YouTube, below this video, there's actually a link to one of our new YouTube channel, and that channel is basically walking videos. So if you like walking tours, when we were in Hawaii, we started touching on it a little bit, where we would walk through, the different hotels, and we would walk around,
or just walk the
walk the
streets.
streets in Hawaii, yes, and we would kind of just show you guys what it's like. And a lot of you guys gave really positive comments about that. So we decided to create another channel whenever we visit all these different places, we just do a walking tour. Some of them, Irina will be commentating on what you're looking at and what you're seeing. Others, for this channel, it's just a walking tour. So you get to see everything. There's no commentary. So I know some of you guys really enjoy that. Because when I was walking the beach in Hawaii, sometimes I would be like, and there's Royal Hawaiian, and there's this and there's that. And some of you guys is like, oh, this is an awesome walking tour, but I wish there was no talking. I just want to hear the waves. I want to hear the ambience and enjoy the vibe. So I was like, okay, let's create a channel where we can do that for you. We would just walk through the streets, walk through the beaches here, walk through the water parks. So we have all that done for you. Some of the videos are already up. Actually, we show you what it looks like, what the experience is like being in the lazy pool in Atlantis. That video is already up on that channel. The link is in the description below in this video. So click on it. It'd be awesome if you guys subscribe, because I pump out videos on that also.
Vegas said I already subbed when you were in NYC. Thank
yes.
you. And again, because it's much easier to process walk-in videos, that channel is more up to date on where we are. So we are able to publish those videos much faster, opposed to our Just Be Out videos that are more informative and takes way longer to process. So we decided to bump our Bahamas travel a little bit in the front. And then we still have Mexico and the cruise ships. So videos for all 3 cruise ships from our experiences still will be coming right after the Bahamas.
And let us know if you guys are cruisers, if you love cruising, if you're interested in cruising. Let us know. Leave a comment below, because we'd like to share these videos. We love cruising as well, but we never really did vlogs on the cruising we've done in the past, just because it wasn't a part of our channel. But because we did the 3 back-to-back and we had some really crazy experiences, and we'll name the ships and everything else, we decided to document everything. So we have a lot of cruise ship videos. And if you guys are really interested in that, we can push that forward again for you guys. And, let us know if you love cruising. It'd be awesome.
Halim is asking, which islands do you prefer? If you're asking the Bahamas versus Hawaii, again, it's really hard to say.
It's hard to say, but I would definitely lean towards Hawaii for various reasons. It's beautiful here, not taking anything away from the Bahamas. It is absolutely gorgeous here. The water,
but
everything.
I would personally love to travel the Bahamas on a yacht. Honestly,
yes,
I would definitely love to do
so that. With that being said, if any one of you guys out there have a yacht and you would like some company and you were thinking about possibly going to the Bahamas, hey, reach out to us. Yeah, let us know. We'd love to join you for that. Absolutely. Two Speed says, yes, I'm a huge cruiser. Joy says, yes, please do cruise videos. Awesome.
Joy here on Instagram says, you guys are so helpful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Andrew asks, did you get to do the MJ suite?
No.
So for those of you who don't know, let me bring you up to speed on what the MJ suite is. It's Michael Jackson, and at the Atlantis, yes. The Atlantis has 2 towers. It has an east tower and it has a west tower. And then there's a bridge that connects both towers. And in that bridge, it's an actual suite. It's called the Bridge Suite, or the Suite Bridge, however you want to, the Bridge Suite, right? The Bridge Suite. And it's titled the Michael Jackson Suite because he stayed there. Yeah, it's nicknamed, AKA the Michael Jackson Suite, because he stayed there. But I'm not sure if you know this, Andrew. Michael Jackson was not the first person to stay there. And you might ask different people and they would say, yeah, they always say Michael Jackson, I guess, because he's the person that stands out the most, the king of pop, like the greatest. But he was not the first. And in the video that we published, the tour of Atlantis, I'll explain to you what the real deal it is and who's actually the first person to stay in the Bridge Suite. If you know it, drop the comment.
Yeah, Andrew said we've done 3 Royal Caribbean and 1 Carnival and have our second Carnival booked for next February.
Oh,
But
awesome.
yes, we love cruising. Wow, Andrew, you travel a lot.
Yes.
You recently went to Hawaii. You're going to Jamaica, I
He
remember.
wants to book out the entire Reiki. He's definitely inquired on a lot of the travels we've done and the different resorts, and he always reaches out to us and say, "Hey guys, I'm interested in that. Like, what's the real deal on these
Mhm.
things?" So that's awesome.
When are you going back to Hawaii? We need to grab a coffee again.
Yeah, hopefully soon. John says, "Aloha from Waikiki." Chee!
So awesome. We
Max
love.
says, "Eat the world." Yeah, as foodies, Max, definitely we want to eat the world. That's for sure. Andrew says, "Did you pierce your ears, Devon?" So. You want to tell a story? Because I mean, I don't even know. So my ears have been pierced for a very long time. I think I pierced my ear when I was probably like 21 or something. And I've always had earrings, but after a while, I stopped wearing them completely. And I actually thought the hole closed, but it never did. And Irina's like, "Hey, why don't you go back to wearing earrings?" I'm like, "Yeah, but the last time I even put them in my ear, they felt funny and I couldn't sleep because it was kind of poking me and stuff, and I don't take them out. And it took me a while to get used to. She's like, "No, put them in and see if." I'm like, "Oh, actually, it does go in my ear. I didn't think that the hole was still open. It never closed."
But the
So
reason why his hole never closed is because when he sleeps, I take my earrings and I put my earrings in his ears just for fun. And then sometimes in his sleep he would just rub his ears, and then he wakes up and he's wearing my earrings, and I'm just laughing. And he's like, "Why did you put your earrings in my ears?" But yeah. Mm.
so that's where it all came about.
Um, when are you going to Indonesia? We are planning in August. Well, Indonesia is definitely on our list. We will not make it there in August for sure. We will
Yeah.
be in Europe, but when probably November or so, October, November, we'll be making it towards Southeast Asia.
Go to Hawaii says you should also do a cooking channel, Devon. In all honesty, Chris, I don't remember the last meal I cooked because we've been eating out so much. I think when I was in Hawaii is when I was doing most of the cooking, but I haven't really gotten down. I mean, if it counts for anything, while we were in New York, I was baking scones for my mom. My mom loves scones, and I was baking scones for her. Like,
And his scones are the best,
yeah,
better than bakeries.
they're bomb. They're bomb.
Rob says, did the shark dive based on your recommendation, going back in August and
Awesome.
going level up and do the cage free. Oh my God,
Wow.
Rob. Wow.
Yeah, she's excited because
Yeah.
she wanted to do that. After she did the cage, she's like,
Yeah.
"You know what? Maybe we should do the free diving with the sharks." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, you go and I'll film from the top." I'm not going in I'm not ready for that yet.
Yeah.
But let us know how it was actually. Reach out to us and let us know what that
Yeah.
experience is like. I'm sure it's amazing. I'm just not ready for it yet.
Yeah, I'm ready.
She's
I want
she's
to
ready.
do
The person who
cage-free.
was terrified.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't seen our shark tour video, you guys should check that out. It's a crazy video.
Lucia says Waikiki in May, can wait. Awesome.
Like everyone is saying when they're ready to go, they're ready to go to
Mhm.
Hawaii. Let's see what else we have here.
Lynn says, cannot wait to meet you. I will buy lunch at Hula Grill.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, it's funny, right? So we were talking about like when we left Hawaii. I lost my frame of thought. When we left Hawaii, would anyone ever like recognize us because we got so used to everyone hanging out with us when we were in Hawaii. And then we took the cruise ship, and when one of the ports of call was Old San Juan,
Oh, yes.
and we were walking around Old San Juan, and we were filming and doing a vlog, and we were really tired. Before we got back on the cruise ship, we were like, you know what? I need to get some mofongo because if you know mofongo. Like that's my thing. So we sat down and we ordered, and someone came and he was like, "Are you guys just be out?" And we like immediately looked at each other, and it was like immediately like, no way, like We're in
Yeah.
Puerto Rico on a cruise ship. Like, what's the odds? And the guy's like, yeah, I went to Hawaii. I saw your vlogs and I went to a few places you guys went to. So,
Don, yeah.
yeah, Don. So, if you're watching, big up Don. Like, that was awesome. And so, yeah, that just goes to show you how tiny this world really is. Like, it's super tiny.
Yes, Gus says, how much do you miss Island vintage shave ice? Nothing is like it anywhere, right? Yeah,
I concur.
yeah. That
Nothing
was
like it.
our favorite
Oh,
island
talking
vintage.
about shave ice. Wait, I wanted to mention this because remember we spoke about it when we were walking around today. So when you think of Hawaii, right, especially if you haven't been there before, I'm really addressing the people who've never been there before, and you're like, yo, all right, I'm on this tropical island. I'm going to get coconuts. Well, in Hawaii, when you get to Hawaii, and I'm talking specifically Oahu, and more than likely, you're probably going to be staying at Aulani or you're going to be staying in Waikiki. Well, you can't find coconuts in Waikiki. Like it's not a thing that you as soon as you get there, you think, oh, it's gonna
There are
be
just
all
a
over the
few
place.
places where you need to know where they are.
Yes, one of them is the North Shore. So if you go up to the North Shore, there are little food trucks and they might have chill coconuts. Or like there's certain farms on the
In
side of the
Waikiki,
road.
there is one spot where you
Is
can get
there?
it. Yeah,
Okay.
next to Ashton.
Oh, next to the Ashton. Yeah, you're right. So you really, really know where to get it, and they're not always there. Or if you go to Sandy Beach, sometimes there's a food truck there as well, several parked there, and you can get coconuts. But here, when you come to the Bahamas, as soon as you get off the cruise ship, it's like boom,
Yeah,
coconuts
you will find it
everywhere,
This is
everywhere.
true.
Yep, and it's funny because like in my vlogs in Hawaii, I always call coconut sky juice, right? Because that's how we call it in Belize as well. Well, here their sky juice is different. In Belize, the sky juice is just a coconut. That's all it is. But here, their sky juice, according we haven't tried it yet, and I think we will, and we're gonna vlog it for you guys. We'll probably just not vlog it, but just put it on our Instagram page. So again, make sure you follow us on Instagram. Their sky juice is made with coconut water. They take the coconut water, they put condensed milk, and what else? Vodka?
Rum?
Rum, correct. So it's rum, condensed milk. If you guys don't know what condensed milk is, it's the milk that comes in a can, and when you pour it out, it just oozes, and it's really sweet. So they use condensed milk, the coconut water, and some rum, and I guess they just mix that all together.
Sounds like a really weird mixture.
It sounds weird. I think I'm gonna have to try it though, just because it's like I gotta try it. You know, I love coconut water, but I don't know. We'll see.
To my heartbeat saying, I'm ready to leave now. Booked and ready since March. Not heading to Oahu until 8/31. Okay, end of August. Actually, it's going to be a good time, mostly beginning of September, because all the kids are going back to school. The crowds are going to be less. Wonderful weather, and I love being in Hawaii in September.
Yes. Chris says, congratulations on going over 20K subscribers.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you guys. And it's kind of a fail though, because we've always said every 10K subscribers, we normally do a live and we have a bottle of champagne and we celebrate you guys, because basically those numbers are you guys and we appreciate you, and that's what we normally do, at least when we're in Hawaii. But since we left Hawaii, our internet has just been so horrible. And when we hit the 20,000 mark, I think we were in Mexico somewhere, and the internet was just like, I'm like, wow, let's go live, let's do a live. And when we checked the bandwidth, it just was not, and I didn't want to go live and the bandwidth sucks, and it started and then it looked choppy and you couldn't hear us or couldn't see us. So I just kind of watched it. But we're going to do a celebration. Maybe we'll do like a halfway mark. Maybe when we get to 2.5. Actually, I think we're at 2.8 already. I don't know. But we're going to do one soon. We're going to celebrate and pop champagne. We'll celebrate you guys. So
Vixen and Flame says, once again, love does that. Do we have any questions on YouTube?
Let's see. On YouTube, it says we had the shave ice in Honolulu at the place. It was awesome, Devon. So I guess they were talking about
vintage.
Yes. The vintage
we have some people watching us from Facebook as well.
Yes, if you're from
Sandra, aloha from Illinois.
Awesome. Trying to get these Facebook people in there. Let's see what else we have here. Let's see.
Again, if you guys have any questions, don't forget to hashtag Q. It will be just easier for us to sort through
the questions. Yes, for sure. What is the cheapest place to eat close to the Hilton Waikiki Beach Resort.
Mm.
The cheapest place to eat close to the Hilton Waikiki. So that is
I mean, the cheapest would be the $5 bento box at the marina. It's a little bit of walk. It probably from Hilton, it would be maybe 20-minute walk.
no, no.
Through all
Oh
the
yeah,
park.
through the
Yeah,
park, yes,
yeah.
and through the boat, the
Mhm.
boat dock. Yeah, it would be about a 20-minute walk.
But closer would be the food court at Ala Moana, right?
Yes, the food court
Yeah, because
at
it's
Ala
right
Moana,
across the street.
or the restaurant that used to be Cheeseburger, and now the name has changed.
Yeah, but it's not the cheapest, I would say.
I mean, so when you say cheapest, are we talking like food
Like,
truck prices, or are we talking, an average $20 for a burger or for a plate type of stuff? If
I
that's the
mean,
case, then
$20 for a burger, it's not that cheap, honestly.
well, I mean, if you think about it, McDonald's is almost $10, $8 for a burger. So, and it's McDonald's. So, I don't know. Yeah, define cheap.
It's good time to go to Hawaii in February. February is a rainy season, so you will get so much rainbows. February is perfect for whale watching, but with rainy season comes rain,
Yes,
obviously.
yes.
So if you want more of um, beach time, so February would not be a good time. But the west side is drier, so if you want to go to Hawaii and have more sunny days, it's definitely more chances you get that on the west side of Hawaii.
Yes.
Oahu.
She said, thank you so much, guys. I'm excited to be there in the next few days. Definitely reach out to us if you have any questions on our Instagram, and we'll be sure to respond to you guys. What are your thoughts on the Lalo Marriott Hotel?
Lalo.
So
I don't
Lalo is
remember
across
what it
from
looks like inside.
the place with all the lines, the Japanese restaurant that does the soup.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
When you go on the second floor,
You have to
right?
take the escalator
Yeah,
up, correct?
yeah. Well, Lelo is a boutique hotel.
Mhm.
We
We did a review.
a little review just of the lobby area.
Mhm.
I don't know what the rooms look like, but I think it's the price is a little bit on the higher side for this for such a small
But a
hotel.
lot of people go there. It's like a place that's pretty much, it's very popular with guests.
Yeah, it's a good location,
Mhm.
really close to the beach, close to everything, shopping and restaurants. So location is great.
Yeah, the location is
And
great.
the lobby looks really cool. Like it's a small boutique. They have cute little hanging woven
Or like the woven
chairs.
chairs and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, and a really cool lounge area where you can chill and have drinks. The pool is rather small, but still, it's really nice. Again, we did a vlog on it for you, and if you DM us, we can send you the link to the exact video because we've done so many videos on hotels
I think
in
if
Waikiki.
you just is it in our Kuhio walk?
Well, it's on
Might be.
yeah, it might be in our Kuhio walk video, and you'll find it there because we walked Kuhio and we went through every single hotel. We walked the lobby and whatever they gave us access to. Some of them we were able to go up and see their pool on the roof. Some of them, we got access to, obviously, to the lobby in different areas, and we filmed all of that for you guys. So it might be in the Kuhio.
We have a question on Instagram. How do you feel about safety in the Bahamas? Would you recommend a woman traveling alone?
To where in the Bahamas?
Yeah, in the Bahamas. So we actually spoke to locals here, and when you venture out of the tourist area, that is where it gets pretty dangerous. There are a lot of shootings here and robberies. So they all say do not walk alone during evening when the sun goes down. Do not walk even in tourist area. It's not that safe.
Mhm.
So when I was walking here on the streets by myself, I got so much attention from the locals running to me, driving coming out of the car window to say hi to me, but they were pretty friendly. I didn't really feel threatened or anything. I didn't feel like I was gonna get grabbed or snatched here on the street. Again, because we are staying in the downtown area, and inside the resorts is super safe. So inside Atlantis, where we were staying there, in the evening there is so many people, and I felt pretty
Yeah,
safe.
you should be fine. Obviously, as long as you don't venture out too
Mhm.
far, and obviously late at night, just common sense stuff. You should be fine. Again, like Irina said, if you get a couple cat calls or someone's like saying hi to you or something
Mhm.
like that, trying to stop you to talk to you or
Mhm.
something, you might get that. But besides that, it doesn't seem to be a situation where you would feel threatened.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it should be perfectly
Again,
fine.
the locals, I feel, just want to talk to
Yeah,
you.
they're really
They
friendly.
really friendly. Anybody, you just walk past the street and they just want to talk to you. How you doing? What are you guys plans for today? How you enjoying the Bahamas? So I like, as far as safety, I feel okay. Take care, safe travels. Looking forward to your next post. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Yes. If you guys want us to come on live a little bit more frequently, let
We'll
us know.
try.
We'll definitely try. It's all obviously all based on internet. And as long as we have internet wherever it is we travel, we can definitely pop on here and come on free and have a discussion with you guys.
Actually, here in the Bahamas, it was pretty challenging to find a place with good internet. I was booking an Airbnb, obviously hotels have really bad internet. Upload speed is less than 2 megabytes, and here most Airbnb, the upload speed is about 5 megabytes. Here the host upgraded his internet speed
Hmm.
to 15 megabytes
That's why
for the
we're able to
upload,
go.
and that's why we were able to go live, because we need at least 10 megabytes for the upload speed to be able to stream live.
And as far as cruise ships go, forget about it. Let us know, you cruisers. Like we always buy the internet package when we go on cruise, and we've had some crazy experiences with it. The MSC took the cake, but we'll talk about that in another time. But I've never experienced anything like that, but we'll go into it.
Oh, Tyler.
Hey Tyler, how are you?
Love you guys.
Love you
Miss
guys too.
you.
Congratulations on your new daughter. Oh my gosh. So Tyler's a good friend of ours while we're living in Hawaii, and he just had a baby daughter. Beautiful, beautiful. Although we have to say she doesn't really look like you. Mama has strong genes. So yeah.
Good, good. Awesome.
Jan says, you mentioned rainy season in Hawaii. Also was also in January, so we canceled. So a cruise ship is what we're looking at now. Awesome. Let us know what cruise ship you decide to book.
Yeah.
Cruise ship guys, if you never cruised before, or if you're cruisers and you just haven't looked in a while, cruising has gotten so inexpensive. It's crazy. Like if you live in Florida or close to Florida, it is ideal for you. Like you could be a cruise fanatic because it's cheaper. It's Listen, if you had an apartment in Florida or you're staying in Florida and you're like, you could literally live on cruise ships because it'll be cheaper than rent. How about that? It would be cheaper to cruise every single day than it is to pay rent in Miami. That's how cheap it is.
And
Fight me on
that's
that
why we went for 3 weeks just
Listen,
cruising.
when we were on our second cruise, we booked the first two solid, correct? Before we left. So we booked the first two solid. After, like halfway after the second one, we started looking into our third one, and we didn't book that until
2 days before.
2 days before docking into Miami again. And we just like, oh my gosh, look at the price. Okay, let's book this.
We
Boom.
were actually looking for places to stay in Miami, and it turned out to be cheaper to book a cruise for two, which comes with food and everything and all the stops, than book an apartment in Miami, and then plus you still have to pay for your food.
So it made perfect sense for us to just be on a cruise. And again, we love cruising. We've had some bad experiences, but of course, because we were trying out different cruise lines, we wanted to see what it was like. And yeah. Jen says, do you like Royal Caribbean? Absolutely. That is one of our favorite cruise ships, cruise lines, I should say, because their food, their entertainment, their service, it's like so awesome. Yeah, let me see. Andrew, if you're still here, let us know what your favorite cruise line is. I'm not sure if you mentioned it. If you did, maybe I missed it. I'm kind of scrolling back here.
He did three Royal
Sister. Oh,
Caribbean
here we
and one
go.
Carnival.
Yes, we've done three Royal Caribbean, but he never said which one is their favorite. So let us know, Andrew, which is your favorite cruise line?
I have a comment here on Instagram. I agree. When I lived in Florida and taken cruises, I had no idea all the credits, discounts, and reduced pricing I received for being a Florida resident. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, didn't know that. So what you're basically saying is because you live in Florida, you get discounts for cruises? That's pretty. So I mean, if it's already discounted, do you get more discounts?
Probably, yeah, you get even better
Wow,
rates.
maybe we should get residency in Florida. That's pretty awesome. Let's see. Looking for other questions here. I think that's it. Wow, we've been yapping for an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That time went by really fast.
Yeah. So let's close it out here.
Yes.
Again, if you have opinion on differences between Hawaii versus the Bahamas, and let us know what would you prefer. A lot of you already said Hawaii, so leave a comment below and let us know
Sum it up.
where
Yes.
would you go. Have you been to both the Bahamas and Hawaii, and which was your favorite?
Yes, for sure. Oh, Andrew replied. He said, "We love Royal Caribbean, especially when you look into the perks. Um, one, you get high enough, and you get free drinks. So, speaking about drinks, so how many of you cruisers out there, do you always get the drink package when you cruise? Because I find the drink package. Well, we're not big drinkers like that, so we never get the drink package, and we
Even when it was free, we
even
did
what yeah
not
even when
get
it was free we didn't get it. But also it's like it seems very confusing to me. So if we were drinkers and we were like, yeah, like we need to have our drinks, like it always seems to me that it's every cruise line, they have these, it just seems it's never really straightforward. At least that's the way, correct me if I'm wrong, but drink packages always have little, I don't know, like I want to say like little traps, like like the first thing,
Yeah.
like if you've never done it before and you cruise and you're like, yeah, but I like to drink, I need to have my drink. Well, first of all, the drink packages, like if Irina and I were going, I can't, if Irina is not a drinker, but I can't buy a drink package because
Right, you have to pay for two.
right, the room, we're in one room and it has to be for two people. Well, that makes sense, right? Because if I'm buying the drinks, I could just give it to her if she was a drinker and it'd be like 2 for 1, right? So that doesn't make any sense. But then again, it works counter clockwise the other way around, is that she doesn't drink, so now I can't buy a drink package because she has to get one too, which means I have to spend double, which means I have to drink double the amount for me to even break even. It's just so much calculation when it comes to drink packages for cruises that it's
Plus,
just
you
mind
have to
blowing.
pay the gratuity, prepay the gratuity, which
Yeah.
comes out to also several $100s.
Right.
Plus, there are also limitations on what type of liquor you can drink
And how much based
of
on the
it.
cruise line,
Yeah, because
they cut you off.
some cruise lines cut you off on drinking, and also on cruise lines private islands. Some private islands don't even allow you to use your drink package, yet you are paying for the full day of drinks, right? But when you get off on the island, you are not allowed to use that package on their private
Yes,
islands.
that was one of the big things that we covered on one of the cruises, is that like Irina said, when you're on the cruise, yeah, you just get all the booze you want. But the moment even when you go on their private island, you would think, oh well, okay, that island belongs to you. Like I can eat there, I could get off the island, I can eat for free because you're providing the food. But when it comes to the alcohol, you can't use your drink package, it's not included. So they get you double time. And not only that, normally when you stay at their private island, it's usually a long dock. So it's pretty much an all-day dock, and you're out there, you're in the pools, you're doing activities. Of course, you're going to want to drink if you're a drinker, right? But now you're going to have to come out of pocket. So they get you twice. They got you for the drink package on the cruise, and then they get you extra when they dock at their private island.
Yeah, I think the best trick for that would be to bring a cooler with you, fill it with the ice at one of the bars, and
Dump all
take
your alcohol.
beers.
Yeah,
No,
that's true.
take
That's
beers
true. And
with
just
you.
fill it. Yeah, and just kind of go out with it.
And
Yeah.
since it's a private island, and if it's not a tender and the ship just docks there, you can just go back and get either more ice, or you can get more ice at their bars on the private island. It just while you're cruising, make sure you stack on whatever amount of beer that you want to bring with you,
Yeah.
and just take it with you.
And Andrew did mention on I think where is the comment, they basically cut you off at 15%, so you get 15 drinks per day per person. They cut you off.
Or is it they cut you off at $15?
Yeah, right. Which one is it?
$15 per drink or 15 drinks per day?
Yeah. But there are times there's been a situation where this girl got trashed. We heard, and she just went overboard. And on the cameras, it showed her and another guy together. And apparently, they were drinking a lot before, because they have cameras in every angle of these cruise ships. And you see them leave the bar or what have you, and then they go out on deck. And she literally just jumped overboard. He left the area and went back to the bar and ordered a drink.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, true story. That's crazy. So that's how hammered they must have been, that he saw her jump overboard, and it didn't even register to him as whatever. And they never recovered her body. I think it was in the nighttime too. So yeah,
we have Luke from
off.
Belize.
What? Luke is here from the motherland, Belize. What's going on, Luke? Nice to have you. Yeah. So
well, thank you guys for joining our live. We hope you enjoyed our comparison for Hawaii and the Bahamas. So again, tomorrow, don't forget to check our YouTube channel, because we will be publishing our first Atlantis video from here, from the Bahamas. And Atlantis, we love it. We've been there many times.
Yes, absolutely. Also want to thank all you guys, of course, all our members. Thank you guys for joining our live. And again, we'll try to do this as much as possible. Oh, and before I leave, I just want to remind you guys, if you are heading to Hawaii, our dearest friend Chris in Hawaii, he has a tour bus company. Go to Hawaii and make sure that you book through them. He has an amazing tour. He now has access also to to Pearl Harbor. Yes, so you guys make sure you check it out. It's an alternative to everyone else that you're going. He has a beautiful bus.
Chris, can you drop a link in the comments for the website?
Yes, leave a comment and leave the link in the comment, and then we'll also pin it at the bottom of this video. So if you guys are going to Hawaii and you're looking for a bus that can take you around,
Angel says I need to contact him.
Yes, definitely, Angel.
So excited for you both for this videos.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
And also, I want to thank you for booking through our affiliate links. We see you guys still booking your Hawaii adventures and tours through our affiliate links, and we really appreciate. We just got few notifications for you booking the Polynesian Center through us as well,
and buying the merch, which is really cool. Yeah,
definitely. So thank you so much. We really appreciate all your support.
And to purchase, we have Hawaii Just Be Out shirts, which are really cool. A bunch of different designs. You just have to go to justbeout.net. So I'm gonna put that here so you guys can check it out.
And go to Hawaii, say we'll give you a JBO discount. So just mention that you're coming from us, and they will hook you up.
And you hook you up, and they already have great deals on top of that. So you guys definitely see that.
Yeah.
Get the hookups.
To My Heartbeat says, "What? Let me know where, and I will cancel my Biado Inn tour and book with Chris."
Definitely. So yes, Chris, I'm not sure if Chris can leave, and Erica.
Yeah, I think.
Well, it went through here. It didn't go through Facebook. Facebook kind of blocks this type of stuff whenever we're chatting. But definitely, and again, reach out to us on Instagram if you guys are going and you're looking for a tour. Then we can direct you to Chris if it's something you can't get in contact with him, or you can't find his link or whatever. Definitely reach out to us. We're very responsive on Instagram, and that's definitely the place for us to really connect. Reach out to us in a message, and let us know exactly what you're looking for, and we'll help as best we can.
All right, we're closing it out. I'm
Woo!
gonna exit Instagram. Thank you for joining us on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook.
Facebook. And we'll
Bye.
see you in the next one. Cheese.